Poppy is just there, and Popcorn, Zorro's over there. I've got 2 new things to play with, plus, well, I've been playing with them for a while. I've got 2 new things to show you. Plus, pixel pens are back. They are back, baby. Very exciting. So I'm going to play with those with the watercolour. And, well, I've had a little break in my schedule from Mermay. There was it's been a little bit chaotic in just things in general. And, yeah, I just missed my last few days of May. So I was a little bit sadly about that. Well, not sadly, but I need my creative time. And we'll have a little quick flip through, but June is Juicy June, okay? Juicy June, and Juicy June is going to be all about watercolour. Yes, it is. And we're going to start with watercolour paper. So, Mermay was a little bit about watercolour too. We've got layer cake, inks, and these things are watercolour adjacent, if not strictly watercolour. Look at Pot of Gold on that. Watercolour. Pigments of Imagination in the background. Watercolour up here. This is, was it Euphoria or Pride and Prejudice? I can't remember. This is Combination. I love this mermaid. Here's that flash of Pot of Gold. If you don't know what I'm talking about, where is it? Here it is. That's Pot of Gold there. It's just so good. So good. Layer cake is one of those things in life that's just as good as you think it's going to be. It's just so good. And it does exactly what you think it will do. It's so nice. It's great to have art supplies that don't do exactly what you want them to do. But you feel like you're living by the skin of your underpants all the time. It's nice. That's watercolour. It's nice to also have that know-it-all attitude. It's just nice to have something like layer cake that does exactly what you think it's going to do. This is Pot of Gold. We've been a bit obsessed with Pot Tippy Toes, Pot of Gold. This was the other day. I've got room in here for more mermaids. We'll just see how we go. But Mermay, it's not finished yet. It's going to continue on. I didn't do all the prompts. I did lots of mermaids though, so I'm proud of myself for that, but I haven't finished with this yet, not by a long shot. But I'm going to put it to one side for today because I want to show you something else. And Juicy June is a different thing. So I might have to move you, Mr. Popcorn, or can I, what about if I just pop you here, because I need to be able to open this up, my love. How about if you just sit there, my sweetie boy? Oh, you're such a nice little, look at him. See if I can turn the camera. Look at that nice boy. Poppy, you're such a good boy. Okay, now the camera might be a bit crooked, so we'll wait and see. Such a good boy. Right, pixel pen. So there's 36 colours. The way we're doing them is a little bit different. Now they've come back in. Originally I was going to have them in 3 sets. There's no point in doing that. You need all 36 colours. So that's, rather than this having them in 3 different sets, there's 36 colours, and you can also get extra black pens. So they're on the website now. And myself and my mum, we've been down at JDHQ packing these. So picking one of each colour and packing those, as well as a few other things. But yeah, Poppy was helping. Not very much, but he was being cute. So the flip pads, and then we'll get into some artwork just so I can show you what they are. The flip journal. Yeah, you just want to come on. You just want to be cuddled all day, my love, don't you? Or do you want to go down on the floor? Oh, you're such a good boy. I'm going to pop you there, sweetie. So the flip pad, I'll start with this actually. The flip pad is like a normal watercolour pad of paper that you've probably seen. I use my paper packs and journals, so making journals. I don't really work on individual pieces of paper, except for when I'm, if I'm photocopying my own work to colour it in or work on other things. So I actually go through a fair bit of watercolour paper for working on other things, product design and other that sort of stuff. And I had run out of my supply, and I thought, you know what, this makes sense for me to do, because the other thing that I wanted to do when I went to Japan, and when I love this size as a travel journal. It's A5, it's just the A4 folded in half. And if you use the paper pack, you've got to chop it in half, and you sort of go through the paper quite quickly. And I thought, I'm going to do it as a paper pad. Then you can make your travel journal. You've got your single pieces, and you can always create something on this and then do what's called a tip-in, tape these sorts of pages in. It's not something I do a lot of, but my mum does tons. She tips in pages. I think every second page in her journal is what's called a tip-in. So where you tape it, put the paper, tape down one side, tape down the other side, and it just, you stick the page in. So that made sense. So on the inside of the cover, you've got this artwork as just as a little bonus, and then you've got, that's what I've made this cover out of. This has not aligned properly. It's just, so you've got your measurements here, but they're just a little bit further back, so you can just, to help you line things up when you bind things. And I've made a little video of making this. This is just called a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. It's so easy. That, of course, I've done a video that will be coming. And I can also do another one. So that's the paper pad. And this, obviously, I've painted on. I just have a little look for questions. Hey, Carol. Hey, Julie. Hey, Emma. How are you? Hey, Tonya and Sharon. Oh, it's lovely to see you all. Corinne. Hey, Kerry. How you going? Now, this is the flip journal, and I've been wanting to get one of these for so long. Every time I see a paper pad, and I don't, because who is using, no one, you're not reading a book like this. It's awkward. It's awkward. So it's really for taking the paper out of, using, and then putting it somewhere else, making another journal out of it, using the arts in somewhere else, usually with that sort of paper pad, which is exactly what this is for. Just so you have the information, it's 300 GSM, there's 20 sheets in here, so that's a thick, you can, I was going to say you can feel it. No, you can't feel it. I can feel it, but it's nice and thick. Textured on one side, smooth on the other. Like most of my papers have dual texture. It's A4, which is 11.6 by 8.3 or 29.7 by, that should be 21 centimetres, that's right. Yeah, it's A4, okay. So it's the flip pad. The paper suits all media. It's wonderful for watercolour. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, now the flip journal, it's exactly the same paper. It's exactly the same, but it's bound down this edge. So now you have a book. And I love this. I can still pull the pages out. I've got the artwork on this side as well, so that I can have that as the cover, or I can have those mermaids as the cover. So I can have Birth of Venus, I can have Venus, or I can have my mermaids. And then you've got this binding here. Now, this is just gum, and it's made so that you can remove the pages easily. So if you get this sort of gum, if you pull on it too hard, of course the paper will release. If you get it wet, the gum will dissolve. It's designed to do that. So what you can do, I've got one here, you can put a little bit of tape down here if you wanted to, just to hold the papers together, or they can split a little bit and separate a little, and then you can re-glue it, or you can actually even glue it here if you wanted to, so that it opened like that, and even put a little bit more tape there. But I'm good with it at the moment, it's fine. But if you get water on it. It feels a little tiny bit tacky. Oh, how tacky. Not usually sticky enough for things to stick, but it can feel a little bit, yeah, tacky. So I've been playing around with watercolour. Yes, there's 20 sheets in each page. So if this was a journal, you've got 40 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, blah, blah, blah. So just when you, so here I've been spraying through stencils with watercolour. It's honestly one of my favourite things to do, I think, on the planet. Look how gorgeous that is. Oh, look, you can see here where I've sprayed paint, watercolour, water, and it's just that little bit of glue. It's just made it, just let it travel a little bit. So it's not a big deal. It's just something to watch out for. So after I saw that, then I started just putting my Trust the Mess sheet, one of those. And if I use the lighter coloured one, the craft coloured one, I can see through there to the, what do you call it, spine. And I just made it level so that I got this nice little border. And I wasn't getting ink or watercolour in this little gutter. It actually looks quite charming. I quite love it. So this is different watercolour, 3 different laces. I think this is one of my favourite laces. And this one. And this one. And this one. Oh, this butterfly. This, have you seen this? This is, all of these laces are on my website. They come and they go. They come and they go. New ones come and then they go and then new ones, because these are, I'm getting all sorts of different things, and once they're gone, they're kind of a little bit gone, because I'm riding along on the coattails of big lace manufacturers. I'm not getting enough of every lace to, you know, be making 1,000 pairs of undies or bras or whatever it is that people put these laces on. I don't know. I know that I want to spray watercolour through them. So I'm just happy to have all the gorgeous designs. But how cute is this butterfly? Half butterfly, half flower fly. Very beautiful, but very gorgeous creature. So spraying this, I just was careful with getting just too much watercolour or water in here. Look at these colours. So the colours that I've been using here are all of the watercolour, obviously, the colour library. So this is half the colour library. Oh, Oliver Twist are just, I wouldn't say it's my favourite colour, but man, I use it a lot. I use it a lot. This beautiful purple pink, but that's one of them, one of the sets, and here's the other here. I'll just show you because they're so cute and I'm kind of proud of them. Oh, and look how cute they are with these. Oh, she's tapping her feet. Look how cute this is. Look at this. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, when I was a kid, Richard Scarry was just his books were my absolute favourites, because he lived in a world where people, when they did their, like the baker he would drive around in a baguette. The little worm drove around in an apple. Like just the design of everything was just so harmonious and meant something. And I just love it when things coordinate and kind of go together. And this is giving me conniptions of the next level. Okay, so they're just the boxes. Here's the watercolour library tubes. These are very, very, very high quality, professional quality. Some of them are single pigments, watercolours. Some of them are convenience blends. I'll talk about when I use the watercolours, but look, I can show you them here. You can see how vivid and gorgeous they are on their swatches. And of course you add more water and you can make them lighter, activate them a bit more, or work in layers to get them really, really vivid. Look at these colours, they're so gorgeous. That Pride and Prejudice, and they're all named after classic books. That's the colour library. So I've added a little bit of that watercolour into a spray bottle. So this particular spray bottle is the Svelte Sprayer. This was the original version, and then these ones sold out, and then the new one has this sort of logo, and it comes with the little mixing ball in it. It's the same thing. It's just we ran out of these, so replaced with something even better. Bit of watercolour, bit of water. You could add a touch of gum arabic if you wanted to. You could add a little touch of clove oil or something that was anti-moulding. I've never had any problems with moulding with these watercolours, but it depends on the environment around you, and if a little mould floats past, it could set up shop in there, and clove oil can help stop that from happening, but it's not for the functioning of them, if you know what I mean. So that's the watercolour sprays that I've been playing with, and I think we shall. What else? Do I need to tell you anything else? No. Sometimes I try and think, right, if you're an alien and you've just landed on planet Earth and this is the first thing you've seen of mine, what do I need to tell you so that it makes sense, so that you're not confused? Not that you're probably not confused anyway, but I try. Right. Yes, 20 sheets in each pad. Hey, Jenny, how you going? Hi, everyone. Right. So I've got my pixel pens here, and then the thing with the pixel pens is they're very, very fine, durable tip. Having said that, they're not Wonder Woman, so you can't, you know, take them swimming with you and draw on fish. They're for paper. I'm working in, well, I use them for art journaling. They're terrific for everyday writing, but they deliver a nice fine line. So this is all dry watercolour here, and if I just want to juicify it a little bit more, why not add some little patternage. The individual colours don't have names, but they were divided into sets. There's the Cool Kids, the Hot Tea, which are the warm colours, and I can't even remember the third set. I've named about 4,000 other things since I was doing these. And it's the first time we've had things with no individual name, and that's for a technical reason. That they don't have any printing on them at all. For me to add printing would have doubled the cost, and you don't need my name written on there, and you don't really need a colour name on there to enjoy them. So I just thought, if there's no benefit to you by having things on there, well, what do you need them? My ego's not big enough to make you do that. Oh, this colour is so nice. So I'm just playing around with these. Oh, so I think we are a bit crooked there. Oh, no, we're not. There we go. Could someone put a little question in there just so I know that the text is working, because it seems to have stopped, unless everyone's just watching riveted to what I'm doing. Oh, yum, this is so neon, this colour. Oh, yum, over pink. It's just sort of making this sort of orange flash. This is a very nice way to play with colour relationships. and exploring colour. It's nice with coloured pencil as well. It's another nice thing to add little details into watercolour. And you don't have to wait to be working on a subject. It can just be to make a background a bit more juicy. But I could certainly, this could certainly become something, could have a subject. A subject could evolve here eventually, but I also just love playing with colours. So I'm doing a mixed media workshop at the moment. I'm attending one with an artist, famous artist, and it's very free form. There's no sort of structure in the class at all. And not sort of like instruction or anything like that, which I fully understand. I fully get that. But yeah, I didn't feel like myself last week, because sort of no one else was. There was no drawing, and I felt like drawing, and I kept drawing, and but it wasn't what I was trying to do. I was trying to just do something totally different. And anyway, that was last week's experience. And when I go back, I think I might take watercolour. I'm not sure. I don't know. The thing with art is it's art. So it doesn't really, it's your response to the world. And I'm not painting anything for the Louvre. I have no, not preparing for an exhibition or anything. It's for my own love of colour. So I'm a colourist. So yeah. Anyway, I'm just talking out loud. And but I missed going to live drawing this week. I was missed it, and I did miss it. That's very challenging too. That's mainly challenging because it's quite a vibrant room, and there's people moving and action going on. So it's yeah, it's more of like it's a good atmosphere, but there's just a lot going on. So I can get very distracted. So it's really good for my creative brain to focus. I come out exhausted, like sweating. My brain is sweating from those sessions, from doing my art and not let what other people are doing or noises or smells or anything take over. Sasha says, I think we're all riveted. We're riveted, Amy. Oh, it's nice to hear that. Julie said she loves her pixel pencils. Everything's working great. Oh, that's terrific. Oh, good. Oh, that's what I was asking. Didn't know if you're riveted or if something was wrong. It's good to check. So I'm just going to hold this up to the camera a little bit more. Does that appeal to you? Do you think you would like to try? So what I did was I sprayed through a little bit of lace first. I must say the lace that I've used under here is one of my favourites. Do I say that about all the laces? I might do. I fully admit that I might say everything's my favourite. I have a lot of favourites. I'm a very passionate woman and I love a lot of things. Look at this. It's so gorgeous. I wonder who designed it, and I wonder what else it's been used on. You know, because these designs, anyone can, get them. And I wonder if that's been like a strap on ball gown. I don't know. I know that I'm using it here. So I've sprayed through some pink watercolour through here, and then I sprayed through some Oliver Twist. We'll do some at the end after I've played around in here a little bit more. And I love the way you get these little speckles and things, and the colours interplay with each other, and it just gets such lovely details as they disappear off into the nethers. And then I've just plopped watercolour, plop, plop, ploppity plop, and I painted this at the same time as this. When I'm testing papers, very often I'm testing a lot of papers at once, and I do the same little painting on all the papers, and I try and get out a reference from the last paper sample so that I sort of have this coherence or a level playing field, if you will. And it's in this vein where I might have watercolour, and then I might be plopping on ink, and then I'm plopping on pencil, and I'm doing paint pen, and I'm working through all of these things that are a bit more how much the paper can take, how wet it can get, just discovering the qualities, and I can iron out 95% of all papers because they just are not mixed media friendly. And then the ones that remain, you know, there's a lot of testing that goes on. Anyway, all of that to say, I painted these at the same time, and I realised that I was doing that, and it's not what I was intending to do. So you can see I've got the same pink here, I've got the same blue here, and then I started with these same colours. And then I thought, what am I doing? Why am I trying to paint the same thing in two books? I'm not testing the paper, I've already done that. So I thought, okay, so they're friends who like to dress alike, but they're not twins, identical twins. They're friends. Right, it's a series. I'm developing a series. I just love this so much. I don't know if I want to even draw on it. It's just, I might just do something completely over the top of it and have it as a background. What you have to remember, what I have to remember, is that took me seconds. So I've got Pygmalion here, Pride and Prejudice, bit of Little Women, maybe a bit of Wuthering Heights, going up into Oliver Twist, and I think I've got a little bit of 10,000 Leagues. 10,000 Leagues? 20,000 Leagues? What is it? I just have to consult. 20,000 Leagues. 20,000 Leagues. I can see a few little doodly doos up there, but I might also have a tiny little bit of Heart of Darkness up there, or the Odyssey. Beautiful, beautiful paints, but Pride and Prejudice is just, it's an opera rose. And so on the back of these, so I've got my names, the fun names. I think it just helps give them personality, rather than calling them pale terracotta or burnt sienna, yellow ochre. It's just blah, 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 blah. The same name, you know, same. But so you know that's what they are. They've got the pigment numbers there, so you can see if they're single pigment, what mixtures they are, the light fastness ratings and permanence ratings, all that sort of stuff. So it's professional, but we want fun as well. So the professional stuff's there for those that require it. Otherwise, everyone else, it's just for enjoyment. Sometimes when we let the professional stuff take over too much, it sort of robs the enjoyment. That's what I'm finding in my workshop, and I need to find my enjoyment. It's not that I'm trying to be professional, but I'm overthinking it, and I need to play. Like I'm just in my studio with you guys doing stuff. This is another lace spraying through. We've got different yellows, so I would have a bit of Great Gatsby, Great Expectations, Time Machine going through. Maybe there is Pygmalion in there, but then there's the pinks up here. What I did with this one, I sprayed through. I love this lace, and then I dabbed with a paper towel to really take the colour down a little bit, and make it quite soft. Here I sprayed lots and lots. I really wanted to see the paper getting very, very wet, and then where it was very wet, puddles, I took a paper towel, scrunched it a bit, and just dab, and got these nice little clouds through there. And then there's like light bursting through here. It's just the, here's dab with the paper towel, and then tipping the paper and letting it dribble. Just trying some different colour combinations. If you give a light spritz, you get a better impression. Like this is a very clear one here, but quite a light spritz of watercolour. Whereas here I was you lose a little bit of the, depending on the lace, but you lose a little bit of detail. This is a very fine lace, and but I'm not trying to recreate the lace. That's not my objective here. My objective here is to give the watercolour little opportunities and to enter into some extra dimension, to sort of like time travel in between all these little droplets. Travel into another dimension and have some fun. Now this is, it's not a permanent ink. It's not water soluble in like a watercolour is. No real markers are, but it is a water soluble ink, the Pixel pen. So say if that was a little bit too distinct, what I can do is add a little bit of water to that. The other thing is I could add a little bit of water, and because this is a durable tip, I can actually draw into that water. What might happen is the ink that's on here will dilute a little bit, so the ink will be a bit lighter, but it'll just keep feeding through. As long as you don't block the pen up with wet acrylic, you'll get a different little effect. So I'm just adding some other reds in here. Let's see where this takes us. You know, if I don't want the little pen squiggles so much, I want some more subtle things, and then just let's let that dry and see how that is. And as I'm looking through here, I'm just looking for little creative opportunities for shapes, just so that the work can be completed, because I don't think it's finished yet. It's just very light sprays, but I could keep doing that for the whole book, to be honest. How gorgeous is that? I just repeated the lace from here to here. How gorgeous is that? Did I already show you this? I can't remember. But so I've got Heart of Darkness and Art of War, which are two books. And, but it's black and a very dark indigo navy. So I've got that navy here, the black, and then I've got lace obviously, and then I dabbed it a little bit, and then I oversprayed the whole thing with a little bit of turquoise, a little bit of pink, to so that would go into the white bits. Just sort of get a little bit of atmosphere. The other thing I could do is, if I don't want it that distinct at this point, I could spray a little bit of water on there, and I could give it a little bit more of a, there's nothing to stop me from deepening any of these reactions. What I just want to avoid, if I can, is just getting my gutter wet. I don't want that getting wet in there. So that's why this, you could use a piece of paper. I just think these are one of the best things ever. But you can see that the paper can really take a little bit of a beating, a punishing, and it's a good sport about it. Do you know, I've got this happening, I've got this, and I've got this space here, and I think we're starting Juicy June. Just see who I'm going to dig out. Yes, there we go. That's what I wanted. That was wrong before. Just, it didn't feel quite, wasn't quite right. So I'm just adding a little bit of water onto where I popped that pen just to soften it up. And actually, if I come around my drawing, those marks, I'll get a little bit of a halo and it will just emphasize where it is I think that I'm going. I'm going to turn this a little bit because I think we've got eyes here. If you thought I was going to suddenly bust out a landscape, I'm sorry to disappoint, but you might be waiting for quite some time before that happens. Oh, okay. That might be even better. Now, eventually, paper will tell you if it's had too much, it needs a break. So I can feel that this is disturbing the paper surface. It's wet. I'm dragging through a pen. So it would be hard for me to move this on, but I don't. That's fine. I'm good with my where we're going, and we'll just see. I can add in. Oh no, you're brand new. Oh, actually. Oh no, I'm only using you because I haven't used you for a while. But this is the musical marker in the brush tip. So I've got to shake it up. With all of my pens, paint pens, if it's got a clear body, and if you can hear a ball, it means you've got to mix up that ink. And it's clear so you can see when it's mixed. I've moved this a little bit too much now, but when it's been sitting there for a bit, it separates, and you've got the two bits of the pigment need to be mixed together. Oh, I'll have it like that over here, I'm sure, or something. Oh, and I might even use this. So this is the musical markers, but you can hear how you shake them. So that mixing ball, this has got a bigger mixing ball in it, and you've got the paint there. Same thing, you can prime it. I'm going to prime it in this mess of watercolour. Because I've sprayed that purple, it's going to make the watercolour in the back react to it, come alive again. So it'll be interesting to see what we get. And while we're here, I'm going to get a dark purple, and I'm going to, oh, those little pink dots, they're okay. I'm going to get this, and because the paper is very wet, it's going to mark. So I won't be able to get rid of these marks. But if I come over with something else, I'll fall in these little ditches that I've made, which can be a very nice effect. Oh, I might go with the dark purple or blue. No, they can't see that. That's not dark enough. Let's get a bit of watercolour happening. Will this be different enough? No, let's deepen it. Oh, there we go. Okay. So a little bit of Heart of Darkness. What I've got, you can't really see this because it's just so dark. There's a lot going on here. Oh, there's turquoise paint under, pen under there. And I might change colour. I wonder where she's off to. This is Oliver Twist here. Isn't it funny how things arrived? It's because I sprayed a little bit of paint, watercolour there willy-nilly. We've got a little bit Belle Epoque moment unfolding. Oh, it's a bit hard to see what's going on. Let me have a look at your questions, make sure everything's okay. Yes, I'm glad you love the watercolour. Aren't they cute? I love these girls. So these are from some watercolours that I think I did as a live stream for ArtVent, I think, with my watercolours. But I can't quite remember, to be honest. I'd have to look back. I used to also do a recording of everything and then I forget to do it because I don't ever edit the videos. I should, but I don't. So now those eyes are a bit distinct at the moment, but we shall. And why is she lacy as well as this background? I might need to pick one. Or is she just sort of like hiding in the bushes, waiting for someone? Because, well, we shall see. Sometimes things are revealed over time. Oh, let's do black watercolour then. I was going to grab LTQ, but I think I shall grab, oh, I love what happened just there, watercolour. This is even though it's unpredictable in a nice way. It's like layer cake's predictable in a nice way. In a relaxing way. Oh, I like her eyes. I need a little bit of definition here. What colour? Oh, should we come in with, I might come in with dark blue then. What an odd little face. Whimsical proportions, so we're not going for realism. Do you know what would, if I need to make definition of anything? Metallic. That can, but it will drag attention to itself, and there's a lot going on here. So I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to hold back, Jane, hold back. I've got these pinks and purples, a little bit of this pink in here. I'm going to grab a little bit of Pride and Prejudice. And I've made this watercolour palette from the same tubes that I showed you earlier. Oh, I'm living vicariously through your pink hair. Oh, cut your eyebrow off, sorry, eyelash off. Okay, this is stepping back a bit too much for my liking, so I'm just going to keep playing around with this. And she needs a bit more chin. I was down at JDHQ today thinking I really must do another workshop, because the upstairs workshop space is so nice. It's not very big now because, well, you know, we had the global thing and oh, well, I just needed all that room for art supplies. And, you know, we couldn't do in-person anything for a long time. But I suppose those days are gone now. This bird flu becomes a thing. Hopefully it does not. Gosh, things look so different on screen to how they look to me here. I can't help myself. And look at how I'm using, this has got separate sections of different golds. This side's cooler, this side's warmer, but because I do this, I'm mixing them. It's only surface level mix, it's not mixed all the way through. You can actually see the separate sections still in there. But I am just treating it like one great big gold. Because it's just gorgeous, and that's what I'm doing. Oh, this is nice. Okay, well, we'll just let that sink in. Maybe this would be nicer. Oh, Isa, you should try my levitation paper. That's that same category of paper as the Tomo River. It's the same type of paper, and it's fantastic with watercolour. I love it. And depending on what size, did you say travel? My Hobonichi, I don't know exactly all the sizes of those things. I haven't got all of those, but yeah, I've got something coming along later in the year that you'll be very excited by, because you'll get your, it'll tick all the little boxes for you. Huh. Oh, I need to clean this little pen. I can see the paint on it. Anyway, so what I've done is I've put water on it, just dipped it in a little bit of water, and I just need to let that soften whatever it is that's on there, and then hopefully I can just keep using it. I've just put it to one side to remind me I need to hospitalise it. And usually it just means water and leave it tipped down so the ink can flow. That's all the hospital that most things need. Oh, look at that scratching into the paint. Very interesting. Oh, it's scratching in. Oh. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, look, I can give it a bit of shape. Now, what that will do is it'll coat up my pen a little bit for a minute. Same thing, I'll need to resuscitate her as well. Just make sure she's clean. Okay. Might be better off using a little bit of watercolour. Now, if you use anything with greys or anything in it like that, it'll get muddy. There's a little bit of that happening up there, so I don't want that. But I do want to push her chin out, so let me just concentrate on the things that I can control, sort of, a little bit. Oh, what I could use, instead of something that's so opaque, if I go in with something that's just a little bit softer. So this has got a nice opacity, but it is softer. So I've still got my white, but it's not as as that brush pen, which is the most of all the this is sometimes you need not you need all the grumps. Okay, so if that coming down, I might come down like that. Okay. Okay, where's that gold? So for Juicy June, we just want to be luscious colour play, watercolour. You could use whatever you like, but watercolour and enjoy ourselves. No particular, because we just had a prompt month. Nothing, no prompts in particular. Just joy. I always catch up with any prompts that you missed as well. Looking at myself in the mirror there. Oh, I'm going to pop float a bit of that gold on there. I'm going to float a bit of gold in there. I'm going to float a bit of gold. Oh, that's going to be a lot. Whatever. I can add just some water and let it float off. And this will do what that gold that I showed you on the mermaid's tail. Just float along on the paint. And settle where it may. Maybe you shouldn't have pink hair, actually. Maybe she shouldn't have hair at all. Have we ever thought of that? It's very capital in Hunger Games. She's not living in the districts. No. She's flamboyancing her way up the social ladder. With her collar, with her gold eye highlights. Let's just let her be there, or be square. Quite like her. This is not doing what it needs to do. The hat is not hatting. It's not in the right spot, and it's just not hatting. So we'll just let it sit, because what I could do is put that lace back over, or another lace, like this, and I could spray white through it like an overspray. Should we just do that anyway? Let's just do it. I do have a white spray that I've made with I could use white skull ink, I could use white Story Time's the most opaque. Let me grab any of them. Hello, white skull ink. Where are you? I'll settle for Story Time. Where are you? I thought you were there. Huh. Where are you? I haven't used it for a little while. Huh. I might need to make up a white ink. Just excuse me for 1 second. White spray. Where art thou? Yeah, I don't have one. And the watercolour one will be too insipid. So, here's skull ink. And I might make up a little spray or a big spray. I think I saw that I had this here. I could make up a spray with gouache. I'm going to make this up. I must have it here on my table. I just can't see it. So I'm just going to shake this up. Now this you can spray with, but it's not going to go through the fountain pens and the Dr. Inks and that sort of thing. Dip pens, you can spray with it. I'm going to give that a nice little glug, glug, glug. And take my Wonder Writer, the labelling pen, so important, and let's just put a little bit of a skull tattoo ink. If I want to write it all there. I could also put it up here too if I wanted to. And let's put my hand straight in it. So this pen writes on plastic. This is why it's the Wonder Writer. It writes on these sorts of things. Oh, let's turn this. Ooh! I don't really care if I spray over the whole thing, to be honest. Well, that's an improvement anyway. And then that's a permanent ink once it dries. Because the watercolour is not dry underneath it, it's going to, those colours are going to bubble up and do things. This is why it's good to have more than one journal on the go, because you can let something dry while you do something else. Oh, look at those colours. And because I've got this neon paint marker out, this is a colour called Young Guns. This is from the Wham Glam set. Wham song. As are all the neons ever. And one of my favourite things is brush marker marks, because look at that little teardrops that are created. So it's just adding little extra layers as we go. And let's get, I've got my little dotty one here too. It's just a different type of shape. If I press very lightly, I get a little dot. If I press harder, I get a bigger dot. And now, because I'm enjoying doing dots, I'm going to have to grab my ladybug dotters. We're talking Juicy June here. Need to juice it up. This is lemon slice. Hey Lynn, how you going? Oh, thanks for being a beautiful Davenport. Most people that are here are on the Davenport membership. Thank you. You don't have to be, but it's just very nice that you are. I did a little video the other day, if you haven't seen that one. Okay, now those ones, I'm going to add a bit of water to some of those so that I get the yellow bleeding out. Oh, I love that. Into these white bits, so it's not so pristine. I get a little bit of variation, because it's not about trying to make a lace pattern. It's about colour exploration. And that will soften some of the watercolour that's there, of course. Let that overlap. So this is a watercolourish ink. Let's just think of it that way. This is Ball Gown. Now with the Ladybug Dotters, if they've been sitting there tipped down, there's a valve in here, and the way these work is when there's pressure, you can hear it move. That valve opens and a little bit of ink is allowed to come out. So the first time you use it, you haven't used them for a while, they're going to be a little bit dry. But if you keep pressing them, they'll start working. But it's because the ink will come through gradually and it won't all be evenly saturated all at once. So you'll get little circles. What I sometimes do is I've just dipped that in water, just my water, so that it's quite saturated. So any ink that's on there is going to immediately resuscitate for a start, but then also as I use it, the ink is still going to be coming through, but I'm going to get a nice, very light impression first, and then as I use it, see how the colour is getting stronger and stronger. So that's just something I like to do. And then if I really want to get a bit of a splat happening, get a bit more water. I know the ink is starting to come through, and I can do this and get a wackadoo. We call that a wackadoo. I can come over here and do a bit of wackadoo. A wackadoo. And we've done 2 wackadoos. You can't have just 2, you have to have 3. That's the rules of wackadoo. Oh, that wasn't a very good one. That's a better one. Oh, look, I've got a bit of there. Wackadoo. Now, sometimes when you're wackadooing, because you're applying pressure and da-da-da-da-da, you can, the ink, if it's in the journal or on a finer piece of paper, you're sort of violently punching the paper. So you can get a little bit of bleed through, but this is very heavy paper. You still could get it though, but it doesn't really matter. It's just if a bit of turquoise goes floating through to the other side, oh well, it'll be okay. So this probably won't be happening yet, but let's... this colour. I love a wackadoo. I like the sprays coming out. We use this sort of thing on my first logo for my art supplies. These colours together, oh, yum. A bit of layering. Gosh, it's dark. Hey, I know. They were like, Dad's home. Dad is home. Angus is here. I know. I'm just going to let Jess out. Are you ready? Oh my gosh. They're so cute, those crazy little dogs. Okay. There's all like little subtle pinks within the purples here. I'm kind of really loving this. You can stop at any time. If you're not quite sure if something's finished enough, you may as well stop and just work on something else. You can always come back with fresh eyes and just see what happens next, you know. Come and say hello to the Davin peeps. My mum's here. Good, I'm just doing a video now. I'm just doing a video now.
Oh, hello video. Oh, Jane, it's absolutely beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, Zozzy, he's a happy boy. Yes, so I've been playing with watercolour, and then this, I don't know if we were calling this beautiful, but it's something.
It's amazing.
It's something. But it would have been difficult if I painted it any other way than how I painted it. I'm not into detail.
Gold just gives that little
pop. And we could do a little bit of gold. We could do a little bit of gold now, but we could leave it. Look at this.
Go and make sure. Oh, here he is.
How did you go? Everything's good?
There are 2 trays of the paints finished, like those plastic containers,
Mm-hmm.
and
The pixels.
about I'm going to go back tomorrow morning and do a bit more whilst everything is out.
Yes.
Might as well get as many done as you can, because
Then we can put them away.
put it all away.
Yes. This is the pixel pens. We have to put them together in a set. And yes, everything takes time. Let's Angus only just bought me that cup of tea. I haven't drunk any yet.
Oh, it was cold.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. It might have been a while ago.
If you want, I'll go and make another one.
Oh, did you want one? No, I'm okay.
How long will you be?
Oh, I think I've nearly finished.
Gosh, the colours in that are beautiful.
Oh, everyone's saying hello, Liz. Hello. Oh, Kim's here. Hey, Kim.
Hi, Kim. What beautiful work we're seeing.
It's fun, I know that. Fun doing it. There's just the colours that are happening in there, those little layerations. Very nice. Yeah, where that blue ball gown is, that is a nice little thing. So that's from the, what's the name of the set? I can't remember. Having a Ball set, yes. I want to put it on there, but I can't shut this yet. Oh well. I suppose if I give it a little hit with the heat gun, I can wait till tomorrow. It's no big deal. So no mermaid, but this could be a mermaid. So this is the thing with mermaids, you don't know. Just drying off that white ink a little bit. If you've got any questions for me, my friend. Leek is here from the Netherlands. Hey, Kimball. Oh, that photo of you in Paris with your hair, all your soft hair. I know exactly what you're talking about, how the water in France is, in Paris especially, it is nice on the hair. And it is tough on the hair in London, in England, I know. Just drying that off a little bit, and all of her hideousness. Wow, where was my? I had a Trust and S sheet here a second ago. Oh, there it is on the floor. But that's don't be dry enough to put that in there. And I've got, where's that beautiful blue splat machine? I think I might do a few little splats there. Well, I've got these with me. What did I do with it? Can you see a ladybug dotter on here somewhere that I can't see? Oh, there it is. There's the one. Spood wackadoo. This is called a wackadoo. I've just named it. Yes. Let's get into a little bit of fabulous flamingo. And we can build this connection. Oh, that's melting into that. Very nice.
That turquoise.
Which one? This.
That,
That's the colour library. The tubes.
Oh, it's magnificent.
In this. One of the ones we were working with today.
I saw you making that, putting the paint into it.
But no one knows about that yet, so we can't mention it. Ooh. So yes, just adding a little bit of bit more, and then this can become a little back. I don't know. It might just be. It is what it is. I don't know yet. Because all these other greens here. Oh, a bit of neon green. Why not? Again, just dump that in water. The dog's having some grandma time. Okay, well, that was very fun. It's just making it a bit juicier. I like where the colours are running into each other. Very nice. And then this is dry. And oh, there's some little things starting to happen here and there. And where I've drawn in with my pen there, let's add another little layer of darker watercolour inside there. So that we're just building up interest in these backgrounds, and the background can just be as it is. It doesn't have to be anything. I do abstract art already. Oh, there you go. I don't really think of myself as doing that, and I thought I was struggling with it, but I don't think I am. I just need to do it in the way I do it. Finding your voice. And now I've got this thing here and this thing here. I think I need to connect them somehow. So I could go in with something a little subtle first. So I'm going to use Pygmalion, which looks like a light brown there, but it's actually a coral. And it's a very nice colour. It suits, it's a nice colour for other colours to bounce off, even though it is a beautiful colour, but it's very light coral pink, Pygmalion. And beautiful for cheeks, waterline, if you're doing faces, but just in colour work. It's one of those colours that lets things to connect. Another one is this one, Secret Garden. That allows colours to connect. And then depending on what's happening, yeah, depends what the other connecting colours are on, and a bit more dependent on what's happening. I'm not prepared to call them a universal connecting colour, but Pygmalion kind of is. So we sort of have this colour portal. So I've got some of these dots, but I think we'll have some arching over to meet each other over here. And eventually I need to add in some black lines into here. The dots! Oh! So that white dotty pen is part of the unicorn set, which will sell out way sooner than I ever anticipated. I might do a little florage of some little hot pink whams through here. Sort of like a fantasy ocean. And the little details with the paint pens, pixel pens rather, are very nice. I could literally draw some areas to paint in. See, there could be a little face in here, and this could all be hair. She could be peering out. I don't have to have a face and everything. It could be a cat. Catfish. Or was I just catfishing you that it would be a cat? Debbie's not even here. Catfish her with cats. Cat's her favourite. Oh, I mean, all these little things just added another little dimension. And a lot of fun. Liz? She can't hear that, she'll tell you. There we go. Oh, this colour over this colour. Okay, well, I'm getting beautiful lime greens there. Just excuse me for a sec. Liz? She can't hear me. It's so loud. She's got the news on her phone. So loud she can't hear me. Okay, well, I think I might go. I'm going to let that dry, and just see where we are. But that's what we're talking about for juiciness, for Juicy June. Get your colour vibrancy happening. That's not vibrant enough, I want. There's another one. Oh, it's just so nice, this colour. Well, all the colours were nice, but I just a few little scribbles here and there. Okay, thank you Pixel Pens for being so lovely. Thank you Neon Marker for being so fabulous. Neon Musical Marker. Actually, I might even, this is the finer version. I might play around with, add a little bit of that to it. I like doing the dots. Thank you Dot Pens, thank you White Musical Markers and laces and all the other things that we had fun with, and the beautiful flip pads, and thank you to you guys as well. I can't show you my face because I've got some plasters on my face, so I should be okay in a few days allegedly, and don't want to scare you, give you nightmares. Okay, so I've got this guy here. What tip have I got on this one? Okay. So this is a musical marker as well, in the finer pen. Oh, and I did not put it away clean. And it's got black ink from whatever I used on it last. So we just get rid of that first. Give it a good shake. So you think something's neon and then you get actual, mind you, that is neon. That's Pride and Prejudice, and these reds up here are Little Women. So, and then there's actual neon. But actually Pride and Prejudice is cooler, and these neons are a bit warmer. But it's you can't see that until they're next to each other. It's quite interesting. Juicy June, this is where we discover new things. I'm going to do a little dot inside these white dots. Oh, fun. Okay, well, you thought you were getting rid of me, and then I didn't go anywhere. Terrible, isn't it? False promises. Oh, yum. It's just too fun. That's the thing. That is looking good. That is looking good. I love that. Isn't that interesting? Okay, so the hot pink, the more contrast. Oh, my mouth watered disgustingly then. Sorry. Where's that white pen? This one will do. Oh, she's needs to be upside down. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me. If you want to join the membership, there's a link. You can see join under it, and then you've got the cute emojis. We've got our members page, but it's mainly just about supporting the channel. It's just very nice of you to do that. I appreciate it. I could have a little mermaid. I could have a little mermaid just peeking out here, couldn't I? Just hello, waving at us. Love the lace you used on her head. This one here, that lace piece, it's in the lace piece section. I can't remember its name, so let's just quickly look that up because I can't remember it myself. So if I put in Jane Davenport lace, lovely lace, it'll come up. It's in the Forma, lovely laces. Forma is Italian for shape, form, I do believe. And here we are. Oh, come on, load. Dear me. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I've got too many pictures on the page, probably. Anyway, it's on that page. There's the lace there. But I can't remember its name. Oh, it's nearly loaded. Nearly there. I have to check this page. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's called Flotsam. Yes, it's called Flotsam. That one. There's the design up there. There's Butterfly Princess. We have Frond. Cathedrals are so cute. Swan Wing. Antoinette. Which one's that one? I can't even remember. Oh, I don't think I've even got that. I haven't got that one. I'll have to grab one of those. So there you go. And there's some videos on there, of course, of using them on the website. It's in the laces and stencils section, and it's called Flotsam, and it's in the former lace pieces, like the Mermaid, just lace pieces rather than the border designs, you know, like these sorts of ones that are a longer piece. Gorgeous. But yes, we've got to, and I could always do an overspray. Shall we see where we got to? If she's, oh, I love this as well. Yeah, she's getting there. We shall see what happens with her. Oh, this is too wet to... sit on there. Sometimes I must say, if I don't, you know, like really, I like her eyes and not much else. So I'm just still searching. It's quite it's quite nice when you don't like something too early, because then I just feel like, oh, I'm just going to try and wreck it and to completely destroy it. And that's when you sometimes discover just something completely different. And just like, if sometimes it's a trap if you fall in love with something that you're doing a bit too early, because then you get locked into it, and it starts to get hard to finish it. You know, keep working on it, because you've it's a blessing and a curse is what I'm trying to say. I do not have that blessing at the moment. With this, I'm blessed with that. Oh, see, now I like that. Adding that bit of white. So she's just peeking out a little bit more. It will get there eventually. Sorry, I'm not talking to you, I'm concentrating. We will get there, you and I, together, lady. Let's look at what I do like. I like this happening here. This was a good save. It sort of just patched that up a little bit. And because it's in a different scale, even though it's still a flower, it looks like it's more on her head than what I plopped down there before. So we'll just let that dry off and see what we get. But the lovely thick paper's been a lifesaver. So it's got that, a bit of texture, not enough to disturb pens, which is great, but you do have the smoother texture on the back. Watercolour loves a little bit of texture, gives it somewhere to settle and do its thing, a bit more room, a bit more undulation. It loves to undulate. Well, I shall leave you with looking at gorgeous colours, and I hope that you have some fun with that. Oh, Julie says she found it. It's in the cart. Excellent. You got your journals, you got your pot of gold, pixel pens. Okay, my friends. Well, thank you so much again. And I shall see you. Oh, Kerry says she's picturing a fabulous model in her Gucci gown. Oh, yeah, we can have a little Gucci gown moment through the Gucci garden. Would be very nice. Okay, my friends. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and I shall see you at another point. I don't know when, but at some point. Bye. How very lovely.